So I've got all of this lovely tile place behind me, and there's some really nice walls and things, and there's a nice green shop and a cafe and gift shops over at the back, a pottery studio and all sorts of things like that. It's all the old tile works in Barton upon Humber, and it looks beautiful. We're gonna have to come back again because I didn't bring my mask because I just came out for a dog walk, and I've got Coopy and he's not allowed in anywhere, so I think I'll be dragging John back another time because it is lovely here. It's my kind of place. Tap shops, history, food. Get in. Well, we've just had a lovely night. The best campsite in Anlaby.
Free as well.
The free one, yes, on Dave and Joe's driveway.
Yeah.
We had a lovely takeaway, a bit too much wine. I don't actually know if that's such a thing, but it was so nice to get to catch up with them both. Last time we'll see their house, because they'll be moving in the next couple of weeks, so it was lovely to stay there. And I couldn't believe how perfectly the van fit on the driveway.
I know.
It was brilliant. So yes, it was a lovely overnight stay. So now we are off to all things timber.
Yeah, Adrian saw our video yesterday and said, please pop into the workshop, I'm sure I can find a solution to the door drawer thing. And he says he knows companies with different supplies for fridges and cookers and that, so he's going to see if we can sort out our van.
Yep. So how cool is that? This is the power of YouTube, people.
Yes.
So yeah, it's amazing. So we're going to go there and see what exciting things they've got.
And thank you for all the lovely comments where you've noticed we've put in a bit more effort this week as well.
Yes, because we have.
Yeah, put in a lot more effort this week.
And John's enjoyed doing the editing, even though it's taken him a lot longer. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see more of that coming.
Yeah. So that was a really worthwhile visit to All Things Timber. Seemed to know his stuff, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He came out straight away, jumped in the van and got his tape measure out, started work literally like he'd already been thinking about it. And you could see all the cogs whirring like he'd done it before, like he's used to coming in and finding solutions to things and just getting things working again. So he had all these ideas, and then he was right back out of the van again. Let me get something for you, and then back in again with things to try.
So hopefully we're going for some basic shelves in there.
And he had all the ideas, even saying that you could get these like drawer runners, so he could have had the shelf on runners, but they were like under fixed under.
Yeah, so it gives you more width.
So you had the whole width of the shelf to pull out and things. But I think I'm just going to still go for baskets, but on a fixed shelf.
Yeah.
Which he said, was the very next best thing.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of pulling baskets out onto the side and rummaging through stuff.
Just come up with some existing hinges that he's got, which are quite wide opening hinges, which allow us to do that and
it's
to
got like a little second step
back
out,
on it,
little
yeah.
step round.
Because I don't know if we mentioned it last time, we probably did, but normal hinges won't work. You've got to step past a bit of wood that sticks out that big, so the door would open out enough that you'd actually get inside. So that's the situation we're in, but he's come up with something, a little clever design, so we'll show you once it's done. I think it's going to be done sometime at the end of this month or something like that, hopefully. So watch this space, really.
Interesting.
But we're back at Willow Fields now. Dave's with us, one man is Whippet, on his own. John and Tasha come in, and we're just having a bit of a chilled weekend. We've got some little plans we want to talk over with everyone. And that's probably about it. Just a bit of a chilled weekend, really.
Yeah.
I've had a cracking weekend, haven't we?
Oh, yes.
And we had John and Tash with us, and Dave, one man, and his Whippet.
Well, without his Whippet.
Yeah, well, actually.
Whippetless one man.
Whippetless.
So we don't know who he is now.
No, just Dave. Dangerous Dave. But yeah, we had a great time. We went out on the bikes for a little bit of a bike ride. Went to a pub, what's it called? The
Haxie Gate Inn.
Haxie Gate Inn.
And they've got the
Quite
social
nice.
distancing thing sorted nicely. So we had a picnic bench outside, right by the river.
Yeah,
it was
cool, wasn't
wonderful. It was really pretty. And the food was really, really tasty and good prices. Always good.
Yeah, it was probably about 15 minutes, something like that. Bike ride away.
Well, if I hadn't taken us the wrong way round, and we went the long way round because we had notification that my coffee had been dropped off at the
post
at the
office.
local Amazon drop-off point.
Yeah.
So we'd scooted round and got the coffee on the way. So I dragged everybody else with me because why wouldn't you? You know.
So some of you keep asking, how do you get your parcels on the road? That's it. We just kind of like go on Amazon or eBay or whatever and say, right, please deliver there, and then we pick it up wherever we are.
Yep, it's really good. It's really easy. We just take backpacks and whatnot with us when
Yeah.
we're going and going about.
And then yesterday we found a new epic place for breakfast round here.
Oh,
We're still actually full from it though.
yeah.
But yeah, they got these 3 breakfasts: the Terminator 1, 2 and 3. And the Terminator 1, I thought, well, it took me 24 minutes, 25 minutes to eat it. It's like half a loaf of bread, 4 sausages.
4 of everything. Don't say half a loaf. Every time you always exaggerate that. So it's 4 of everything. So 4 slices of bread, but sliced in half, so that overwhelmed John's little mind a bit. 4 sausages, not little ones either, like that big. 4 sausages, 4 really thick, lovely slices of bacon. 4 runny eggs, 4 hash browns,
And then
big scoop of beans, and some fried mushrooms. It was really good.
It was very, very tasty. Like obviously freshly made.
But sometimes when you find
cheap
those
as well, it's like
challenges,
£8, wasn't it?
9 quid.
Yeah.
It's 9 quid, but normally you find with those challenges that the food might be a little bit subpar quality if it's cheap. Oh, it wasn't.
No, it was lovely.
Really wasn't. It was Summit Farm, wasn't it?
We'll put it up on the screen right now for you.
Somewhere, yeah, but it is actually a farm as well. And adults are $3.50. I didn't have a look at the kids'
Ice
prices.
cream and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there's alpacas and tortoises and meerkats and all sorts of things in the farm as well. So if you do ever come and stay at Willow Fields, you want a drive out or a bike ride out or whatever, it's 10 minutes away on the bikes.
You can even walk there. So yeah, pretty good weekend. And now we're just Monday. Editing videos. Got a bit of work to do today as well, so I've got some websites to do as well.
Yeah, so me and Cooper are going to go out for a nice walk, aren't we?
Yep, and then we're off up the coast, back up to where we hoped we were going to be by now, but we had to do a bit of a detour to come back here just to sort some things out. And we're kind of going around the Northumbria kind of coastline for a week or so, depending on other things, which obviously will fill you in if they happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of exciting things going on.
Lots of things that are happening right now.
Yeah. Good stuff. It's all good stuff. Getting ready to do a sticker post out.
Are you?
Are you? And while John's editing, I'm going to get some lunch done. Coffee at the ready. Dead simple one today. I'm going to cook everything in the oven. I'm just going to make some potato wedges, and we have leftover chilli. And when I say leftover, I don't actually mean leftover, I mean unused chilli, because we've just eaten out like fat pigs all weekend, haven't we? So yeah, so we're gonna have that with cheese and cheese sauce, and there's some Doritos in there, and you will see me build it as I go.
So Mandy's just in the middle of cooking, and in true Mandy style, are you? What are you holding your head up for?
I cut my thumb. I did a baz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally just sharpened my knives because I couldn't get through a bit of tomato the day before yesterday.
Now you got a big gouge in your thumb.
Right in the end of my thumb.
Don't squeeze it, don't
I'm not going to squeeze it, but...
Let it heal. And we're going to put some Steri-Strip on.
Yeah, as soon as that stopped bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, it bloody hurts. Yeah, then we'll put a Steri-Strip on and give it a nice dressing, and then I'll carry on making my potato wedges.
With extra tasty Mandy.
Well, thankfully I don't think I've got blood on the food, which is always a bonus. I just wonder how many close calls I've had with cutting my finger, because I've done the same way I do it all the time. But obviously before I had a blunt knife.
Bless you. You special people with your weird thumbs.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with it being weird, and it's...
If it had been a straight thumb, you wouldn't have caught it.
How do you know? Because it would have been like going, oh, yeah. Look at me, I'm a straight thumb.
Yeah, you see?
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Have a beer now. So, you know when I got all of those little
Yes, Mandy did not only cut her thumb, but decided to record anything at this moment onwards in slow motion, which is great because you think, oh, I can just speed that up in editing. But yeah, but then she sounds like a chipmunk. So this is Mandy in slow motion telling you all about a strange little weird bent back thumb being sliced off while she does chili.
There are wedges under there. Can you see? So my wedges are almost cooked through, and I've put this cold chili on top, and then I'm going to grate some cheese on top and chuck it in the oven, so it'll just heat it all through nicely. So after missing a little bit, this is what it looks like after building. So you got wedges, chili, Doritos and cheese sauce.
And a Happy John.
And a Happy John. You ready? He's going to mix all that up so it doesn't look anywhere near as pretty and make a big mess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it does look good though. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Nom.
Like sunshine and moonlight, like warm and bright, like pillows and pavement, like an accident and what's meant. We're like two different species, still the same. We're like Jekyll and Hyde, we're like Batman and Bruce Wayne. We're like fire and water, we're like sugar and salt. We're like everything and nothing at all. But when we are apart, I bleed and I starve, and I miss your sweet, sweet touch. Isn't when you are away, I keep wishing that you stay. I can't live without you by my side. We're like pillows and pavement, we're like saved and spent. You're like $10,000, I'm like nickels and cents. You're like fresh spring water on a hot summer's day. You're like a beautiful sundown when daylight fades.
Well, this was last night's little stop. We are in a pub car park. Nice little pub. We had some good food in there last night. Really good. It's the Flying Dales Inn, and we are near Robin Hood's Bay, just outside of Robin Hood's Bay anyway. So yeah, we had a lovely meal. Yes, I had gammon. And nice staff and everything like that. And then we've stayed in the car park overnight. Fairly peaceful. It's a bit windy. But there is some wild camping car park spots up at the top there I've seen, and you're never going to see them because it's too far, and even the zoom wouldn't see them. But on that big hill up there, we came past them on the way through. I would not want to have been them last night with the winds that we had in this car park with wind protection from trees and stuff. It was yeah, really rocking the van last night. And for not those reasons either. So we did stop at Whitby, but it was rammed. So we thought we'd go shopping instead. We're on our way up to Humber Castle. Somewhere up Northumberland anyway. And we are heading up this way for the first time ever. I don't think we've ever been this way before, so yep. Be a bit of a first. Cooper has obviously just started to have a drink because I pressed record.
See, the thing is, you might think we're taking the mickey and we're over-egging this Cooper having a drink every time we film, but we're really
Honestly.
not. It's like if we have a conversation, he comes over and looks at us, and if we've not got a camera in our hand, he turns around and goes back again.
Yep.
But if he sees a camera, he has a drink.
So this is how we end up. The game is set to play. Every day remains the same now. One decision we obey. I just wanna climb on top of a hill and throw it all away, away. Take me far away before my mind spins off and I am all derailed, derailed. Just drive all the way to the rainbow's end. Just drive, and we'll never turn our backs again. Just drive. Just drive. Just drive.
Yeah.
And listen to that, that looks like an island as well. It's got a castle on it.
Yeah.
So, can anyone guess what we're making tonight? The potatoes, mushrooms, onion, text message, chicken, and then all of these things.
I think that one might give it away.
So I'm making a curry.
Ooh, yeah.
It's the first one I've made from scratch. Got some nice little diced potatoes and some mushrooms. We've got some chicken thighs. That's a packet of 6 chicken thighs. And we've got 1 whole onion. That was 4 large mushrooms. And I like the tiny little, like the salad potatoes. So there was 8 salad potatoes in there. And on the first bit, I forgot to show this. Ooh. See, normally I would use coconut milk, but they didn't have any, which is typical. So we're improvising a bit with some coconut cream. What's it? Just melting butter smells amazing. Right, so that's good. Let's get the onion in. Sweat that down until it becomes nice and translucent. This is garam masala.
So a tablespoon of that, tablespoon of curry
powder. Then I need a tablespoon of turmeric, ground coriander. Put it that way. So a teaspoon.
Teaspoon of cumin.
Just a teaspoon.
Teaspoon of sugar.
Helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down. I have mixed all that up, and I do it in there because when you're cooking, and normally you have to add all the spices at the same time. So instead of having to go, oh, I've got a teaspoon of this and a tablespoon of that and blah blah blah, put it all in a bowl. So then when it's come to add them, providing that your recipe needs them all adding at the same time, of course, then you can just dump them in, and it makes it so much easier to do. Unlike garlic and ginger, where they have to go in separately. And yes, I am lazy. We just don't use enough fresh stuff, do we? So
no.
I'm always throwing garlic cloves away. So we're going to put the chicken in. Like I say, that's just 6 chopped chicken thighs. We need a teaspoon garlic. A bit more, because you can never have too much garlic. A teaspoon of ginger. And then give it all a good stir. I'm going to pop the lid on and turn it right down so it just starts to like sweat off a little bit. So now you can see a decent amount of condensation on the inside of that lid. Put the spices in.
It looks like a curry now.
It looks like a curry. Then the bit that John doesn't like. And give that a stir.
I thought you just added the cream like you're doing now to that other mixture you had.
See, that looks more like the curry you know and love, doesn't it? So I dump the veggies in.
And this is the first for you and I, isn't it?
Yep, never done potato curry before.
So normally we have Bombay potatoes or something like that, but
yep,
never actually potatoes in the curry.
So after you put the coconut milk in and the passata and everything and give everything a good stir, you put in 2 teaspoons of butter, and then I'm just going to put in a few big chunks of low-fat Greek yogurt. Stays on the hob simmering for half an hour. While that's doing that, I'll have a quick clean up, and then I'm making my own naan bread. Yeah, I know I've said this before. 2 ingredient dough. I've done it with the goslemy. I've done it with the pizza base. I've made pretzels out of it. I've made little English muffins. I've made flatbreads. You can also do naan bread because technically it's just like a bready mix. With this one, I'm going to put in, excuse me for not being able to add these up for you, well, it's 270 ml, or 1 2/3 of a cup and 1/2 a cup of flour into here, and then I'm going to add a 2 2/3 of a cup of yogurt with it. Always has to be just under double the amount of flour that you put in with your yogurt if you want it to be doughy instead of it being kind of flat and go for it. So one of them. And one of them. As you can see, my measurements are exactly precise and wonderful.
That'll do, I think it's called.
That'll do, as long as it is ish. Then that's fine. Stop sneaking B-roll things while I'm showing the dough. So that'll do in there. Bit of salt. And the salt just takes the yogurty taste out a little bit. Give it a good forking. This basically just stops you getting your fingers full of ming. when you've got your dough. And we're going to make 3 each.
Right, so you've got your 6 bread balls.
So I'm just going to leave them there.
Okay.
Because the dough should become a little bit more elastic the longer I leave it. It makes it a bit easier to work with if you just leave them for a little bit. Well, that's bubbling nicely and totally trashing my kitchen.
Yeah, it's bubbling everywhere, isn't it?
Mm.
So
now I'm going to make naan. It's none of your business. So basically, give it a shove.
you put a bit of butter in the Ridge Monkey.
Yeah, bit of butter in the Ridge Monkey.
First naan bread going in.
3 minutes one side, 2 minutes on the other.
Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at the bubbles on that. Oh, it's like a proper naan bread.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the curry's coming along nicely too.
Last one.
Ooh, all the naan breads are now ready. We just need to do that thing called scoff it.
The table, please, sir.
Thank you.
Watch out, it's hot.
The naan bread's over there. Get the naan bread as well. Oh, the bread looks good. Hot.
It's very naan bready.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like it?
Oh yeah.
I'll have a go at mine now though. Some juicy area. That's nice.
They're good.
Yeah.
Because John is a fussy one.
No. Not me.
No? Good?
Good bread. Good sauce.
Awesome.
What was this? A surprise, I would say. Good gravy.
Good gravy. Yeah.
So one question that we do get an awful lot, and which is, we love your channel, been watching for ages, love your content, how can we support you?
And that is memberships.
Yeah. It doesn't really change anything we're going to do. We just thought we'd turn memberships on. It's a YouTube thing where essentially they remove the adverts from our videos and you get to see some stuff that we might do.
Yeah, well, we've kind of signed up for a few little... I mean, there's the biggest thing that we have left over after videos are bloopers.
Yeah.
As they're called nowadays. But basically, it's just me getting things wrong and ballsing things up on a general thing. So if you want to see that, whenever we get a chance to chuck out any extra content, because this is getting time-consuming for John.
Yeah. Him. We're not committing to more content, so if you do join or don't join, you're going to see the same videos.
Yep. And no one gets really anything different, I don't think. It's just that you've obviously said that you'd wish to support our channel, and that's the easiest way.
Yeah, the way that we thought would be easiest to do it. So yeah, that's it. Back to normal service. But yeah, I'm basically going to be editing today, and you're going to be probably frolicking around on the beach and frolicking coop and
the town's not too far away, and it looked lovely, very small, but it looked lovely when we drove through it. So I'm going to have a meander around there. Yeah, which will be lovely.
Tat shopping. Well, actually, one thing I do want to say is a lot of people are asking the questions that are actually stuff in our videos. Go back and watch. We've got like hundreds of videos. So if you're new to the channel, then go back and binge watch everything, and you'll find out why we moved into a van. Which van we built first, which van we built second, why we're in this one.
All about me and John.
Yeah, all about us, and now we got together, about our 6 months van-anniversary.
Yep, and what we thought about the first 6 months.
Where we've been to Scotland, Wales, Europe.
Tour de France.
Yeah, Tour de France holidays, all that kind of stuff, it's all there.
Yep, and most of them are standalone, even though it is a series of us travelling, most of them are standalone. You don't have to watch them in the right order for them to make sense of anything.
So yeah, if you are new to the channel, go and watch all those vids.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Yay. Right then, So I guess we'll carry on with the. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Hope you've had a good week.
Take care,
and,
guys.
We'll see you next one.
See you next one. Bye.